YouTube, it's Electric Adventures here with a response video to edt1138's latest Top 3 Tuesday. This week brought to us by the Game Genie, and his question was, what are the 3 games that you like because of the music, or what music inspired you, to fall in love with particular games? Now, this is a particular thing that can change, as new games come out. What I'm going to do is just list each one, and then have a short snippet, just with a standing picture, and go through my list. So my first one, and 2 and 3 were, as usual with these lists, I always have trouble with 2 and 3 and putting them in order. But it is the soundtrack from Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. One of the most creative video games and pieces of work. The soundtrack is amazing, and quite simply, it's something that you could actually have on a CD and listen to while you work even. It's got drama and interest and really suits the game. So number 3, Metal Gear Solid. Now number 2. Now I hope everybody's sitting down, because I don't just play retro games, I actually do play modern games. My number 2 is a modern game. It's a game that I bought not right away when it came out. I don't normally buy games on launch. There was one exception to that recently. Not this game though. I did wait a little while before getting it, but I played it and I finished it. And I even bought a after-the-fact strategy guide when it was on special, so I really liked the game. And it is Drake's Fortune Uncharted III. And the soundtrack for that, and actually I was lucky that the strategy guide that I bought actually had the soundtrack to it as well. And there are a number of good pieces of music through it, but my favourite is the general theme to the game. So number 2, Uncharted 3. Okay, and now my number 1. Now this is a game I technically don't have, although I can play it on MAME. It's an arcade game, and I think there's nothing like going back to a game that actually used a piece of classical music as its main theme, and that music played whilst you were playing the game, and it just made playing the game a fantastic experience. And so my number 1 game is Gyrus arcade version. So there's been lots of home versions of Gyrus, and some of them have the soundtrack. I suppose the best sound one would probably be the Commodore 64, but the best is the original in the arcade. So my number 1 is Gyrus arcade. Okay, so thank you once again for another great question this weekend, and I'm going to have to look again. MichaelBtheGameGenie. And also another thing, I do actually, this is a general ask my viewers sort of thing tacked on to the end of this. I do actually have modern pickups, but I generally only show the retro ones. Maybe if I did one video a month just showing the pickups of the month, would anybody be interested in watching that? Anyway, just a question, and I'll catch you all next time.